Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're going to be continuing our push for top 1200 Mythic. There's about 24 hours left in the month. I'm already qualified, I think, from day 2ing last month's MIQ, but I still like getting top 1200. It's a nice little stamp of success for the month. So this month I'm trying to do it with my black-white control deck and historic best of one, my black-white approach, the second sun deck. So I played a bit of this yesterday. I want to try to refine it a bit more. So basically the core of the deck is kill everything and then cast approach the second sun 2 times to win the game. There's ways to dig deeper into it with like Maze Mind's Tome, Immortal Sun to draw extra cards. Mastermind's Acquisition is the way we kind of piece together the deck. It lets us search for specific cards in our deck, but also from our sideboard, which you see on the right hand side. And you kind of could lock out your opponent. So say you're playing against Rakdos Arcanist, you can go and get Rest in Peace and shut off their entire graveyard. If you're playing against like the Paradox Engine decks, you can get Karn or something like that. Like there's answers to basically every situation in your sideboard for the most part. And really what we're doing is just kind of playing around with that. You have stuff like Authority of the Console, slow down your opponent, bunch of removal, bunch of sweepers, stuff like that. Sideboard wise, whole bunch of one-ofs, Tormod's Crypt for Graveyard Exile, Thoughtseize when you need to just kind of sneak something through, some cages, Rest in Peace, Spyglass, Cry, Necromentia, just a whole kind of kit and caboodle of good effects. You also have some win conditions in Torment of Hailfire, Ulamog, and Ugin as well. Notably with Ugin though, you can't cast it out with the Immortal Sun. So we'll fire this up. I'm at like 99%. And we'll see how it goes. If we kind of fall out of it, we'll just kind of switch things up and play some meme decks. Historic Ranked, Black-White Prison, let's go. Hey Gustavo, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. As always, if you're catching this on YouTube and you do want to support the channel, as always, if you can like, comment, subscribe. It costs you nothing and it does help the channel grow. And if you do want to know when we go live on Twitch, you can always hit that follow button, another free way. So we just need to kind of beat these numbered players. This hand's fine if they're on a creature deck. It's a little worse if they're on something like goblins or auras with some protection. But push into tome. These tomes can help us scry into lands. Usually you want to see like Authority of the Consoles, a Maze Mind's Tome, or a ramp, like a Mind Stone early. We have a lot of ways to turn 3 Wrath. This hand might be a little too slow though. So if they play something like Elf out, okay. Boros Mana's interesting, not quite sure what they're on yet. We are going to want to find a land, so I'm setting my stop here. Jeskai control, maybe? The control matchup's pretty rough if we can't sneak this Immortal Sun down. Okay, we'll take that. Generally speaking, you want to get the double white out of the way first. Okay, I think they have Pact of Negation. They had a priority there. Unless they had the cycle. Let's try to find a land here. I think we take a normal draw here. Jeez. We are just not hitting lands here. I could have done the scry there. I was a little greedy. So our deck's not very good against control. We'd be, like, you see from our hand, we're really trying to find creature decks. Okay, so they're Lotus Field. So they definitely have the Pact of Negation. Could see a Teferi here. So we need to find a land here to try to sneak in this Immortal Sun. I'm probably just going to concede this match, though, if we're just going to go volume-wise of games. Opponent's ahead on resources, full grip, and we are not really well equipped to deal with this deck. So with Teferi, you get to untap Lotus Field, which basically lets you untap 4 mana each turn. Yeah, that's just... At this point, they're just going to keep cycling through turns. It's like a Gideon pack deck. We'll just fire up another game. The game's going to go long there for them to win. Hey, Pop-Tart Kitten, how's it going? I saw someone else was playing your Luris deck. I might try out that newer version. How, I think he said he collabed with you. How impactful is the 2-mana rogue energy one? I forget its name. I only have like 1 or 2, I think. Opponent goes first, but we do have the authority of the consoles. Yeah, how important is Glint Sleeve? I think we keep this. Probably lead Sarcanist. Okay. Yeah, I might give it a shot, depending on how this goes. Okay, Cat Oven. I'm actually just going to shock here. I want to curve out here. So this is going to go get Rest in Peace. Yeah, I could see some numbers being useful. I think when I played your list the last time, I was missing one, what's the legendary green-black Death Touch guy. Yeah, Chevelle. I had 2. Your list had 3. I think the original one. I was just a little low on wildcards. Alsa Joy, thanks for the follow. Well, that's really good for us. We'll just go ahead and do this. Pretty aggressive line, I think, from the opponent. So next turn we do this. Try to find a line for the Wrath of God. Go get Mastermind's acquisition. Yeah, no, I find Chevelle's shy, like when it goes off, it's great. There are games where you just don't really get it going. The only thing I find, and your list doesn't have it, but it's more in standard, it's a non-bow with Heartless Act. Like, I've screwed myself up that line so many times. This opponent's taking so long. Extinction Event's also nice here. Just go. These Cat Oven players taking their time. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'm probably not going to go too deep. I think if I do it, I'm going to do it as a dedicated stream. I'm just kind of jamming some games now. Had some time this afternoon. I want to get, especially if he has a guide, I want to give it due diligence to actually take a look at it. When I played it last time, I started this one really well. I started 21-6, so I was like 80 something percent. I'm down to like 61% after 80 games, so it's still like a pretty high win rate. The opponent thought that hard about playing one land. Perfect. So I think we do the extinction event here. Could go get rest in peace. They're not really pressuring us. And then it kind of forces their cat out of the way. They could collected company here anyways. So I think I like that line a bit more. Could also just get crypt here. But I think rest in peace. So this is interesting. I could get crypt. Guarantee the exile this turn. But I think just them being a bit slower, let's just get the rest in peace. I can get this going as well. Probably. Also Joy, so if you finish top 1200 on the Mythic ladder each month, you get invited to a tournament called the Mythic Invitational Qualifier. So you play against the other top 1200 players, as well as some special invites from like the Star City games, some other events as well. If you do well there, so like last month I went 7-2 day 1. So if you get 7 wins, you get to day 2. And if you do well in day 2, 6 wins, then you get invited to the Mythic Championship, which is a cash tournament with $250,000 in prizes. You don't have to. It's kind of like the in-arena, like what you try to rank up into. But it's something I like doing. It's a fun kind of race. So most months, I think 5 of the last 6 months, I've gotten top 1200. It's a fun tournament. It's like some high-stakes Magic. Especially just being in COVID, you're stuck inside. So this gains us some life. So I could probably afford to take a hit here to get the rest in peace down, I think. Because they're not hitting me too much. I also have this to gain me some life. Because I want the cats and the Woe Strider gone for good. See if we can find like a 2-drop to play. Don't want the land. Probably fine with the land. Just kind of curve out here. No, so you have to finish there. Sorry, Elsa Joy. So there's natural decay that happens in the game. So you have to kind of keep it up. So the last 24 hours, your decay goes quite extreme, I would say. So like last month I was tracking it. I had like 8 hours left and I was at like 600 and then or 700 with like under a day left. And then I was going to fall out. I was losing about 100 ranks an hour. Generally speaking, if you could get to the top 200 to 300 with under a day left, you're usually safe. Otherwise, within like 2 to 3 hours, if you're around 500-600, then you're safe. This opponent's like painfully slow. Glad we could have a conversation here because the opponent is not giving us much to talk about. It's funny, I might still have it. I was like tracking the decay on my notebook. So with 5 hours left, 5.5 hours, I was at 861. And in 3 hours, I dropped 200 ranks. Okay, another extinction event's fine. We gained 4 life here anyways. It's actually not bad. Because this lets us do this, and then I get to Mortal Sun next turn. Got him. The 99% bucket is like the longest one to kind of jump out of. That game could have been done like 10 minutes earlier had the opponent played a bit quicker. So really with this deck, the matchups we're looking for are Goblins, Auras, Mono Red, Orion. I've played them a lot last month. This hand is a bit of a trap. They're on Kahira. So they're either on Control or 9 Lives Mirror, to which I'm going to keep this hand. Hopefully 9 Lives, because these acquisitions will just go and get some... If they have Censor, I feel bad here. I think we just do this. So basically here what we're trying to do is get Thought Distortion. Okay, they're on the... Still not 100%, but they're most likely blue-white control. This is one of our worst matchups. Rogues is really tough as well. Okay, they're 9 lives. Perfect. So I think what we get first is Cleansing Nova. So the reason I'm doing this is if they have what's it called? Okay, they're gonna get the lock. And then I could just Cleansing Nova them. Erasure. That's fine. So here we're gonna get... So I can get Thoughtseize. So Thought Distortion can be countered on the stack. So this might actually just be Thoughtseize. Oh shit, I forgot this turns off this. I think our turn's just this. Have Narset, the Immortal Sun, Solemnity. That's fine. I think we're just doing this. We're chilling. Chilling! Narcetarino. Just cast our angels. They didn't have a sweeper anyways. I think here we go get Thought Distortion. Or just get Heliod's Intervention. Yeah, I could get Ulamog. They might have, whatchamacallit. They have the Immortal Sun in hand. 1, 2, 3. Because then they just play out the Immortal Sun. I can get Karn. Karn gets me nothing really that I care about. I can Contempt. Thought Distortion. Kind of messes up their hand here, but I think we just go with this. I can make Angels next turn. I just want to play 9 lives. Doesn't want to play it out. Okay, let's see if we could bait them in now. I want them to play this out. Just make a token here. 5/5 Shark. So I'm gonna kill this because I want them to play this 9 lives. Do they have the Arisher? Got him! So that's the liability of 9 lives and why I like this version. I played a lot of 9 lives last season. I finished 556 last month with it. Welcome everyone. For those just tuning in, we are playing Black-White Prison, Black-White Approach. Basically, we are leveraging Mastermind's acquisition to have a toolbox style effect and then approach the second sun to kind of combo win. Immortal Sun shuts things down and we kill everything. Generally speaking, you want to be playing against creature decks and not decks with counter spells. Nightmare matchups are heavy control, blue-white. Rogues can be a bit tricky because they present pressure. Sultai's iffy. I think I'm 1 in 3. This hand's fine. Probably gonna shock on one. I guess I don't have to. I'm on the play. I'm going to play the Godless Shrine over the Miria's Call. If I need to, I can push on turn 2. Okay, so this is mono white life gain likely. which is a very good matchup for us, even like the Coco variants. Legion's Landing. Don't think I'm too concerned about that. It's only 1 damage right now. I have this settle. Because I'd rather kill something. So here, I'm gonna kill this. They can gain that life, it's fine. I'm gonna cling my own to draw a card. I just don't want to flip this line just yet. Extinction event's nice after. So just do this. Kind of running out of cards here. Okay, so since they hit Ardenvale now, I don't really want to give them lands. So not the highest EV play, but we'll take it. I might cash in this Mind Stone, depending on what they play out. It gets me closer to another Cling to Dust. If they're just going to make like a 1/1 here, we're fine. So, not sure. I don't think they're on the Collected Company version. So let's just slow them down here. I want to get more cards in here to Cling to Dust again. Jeez. A whole lot of lands. Don't want to settle right now either. So they can pump this. Make it a 2/2. We're fine here. Wrath's not bad. Can probably take one more hit. Drawing a lot of lines this game. Mortal Sun would be good. Masterminds. Masterminds, we just go get Ugin and GG's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it, opponent. You gonna pump? Even if we just had like Castle Ardenvale out. Play another creature. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Forces them into committing more to the board. I kind of want to save Settle. So the thing is they can sack here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your opponent. You can have a land. I think this is a decent move. Getting Heliod off is meaningful. Like, this could be another Heliod and then we get punished. Let's just do this. Now we can Cling to Dust or Vraska's Contempt, whatever is more effective. So I want to draw a card here. Like, we just need a win condition at this point. Instead, we've drawn literally nothing but lands. How many lands are left in our deck? 14. Like, Tome is decent. Even Authority insulates our life total a bit. This is getting silly. This is getting silly. We need a land. Or not a non-land, sorry. Three mana, draw a card. That card is a land. This is kind of ridiculous. I'm probably gonna Vraska's Contempt one of these. Just so they don't flip the landing. It lets them make 2 per turn. Puts another card in the yard now. Soul Warden. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Can I get, like, action? That's not really action. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I had multiple redraws. The funny thing, too, is, like, didn't even draw our castles. If we drew either of our castles, it would have been great. So they missed their chance to make the tokens without gaining us life. So that buys us another turn. That's 4, 5, 6. Sweeper one time or approach. Sweeper or approach. Sweeper. Jesus. Well, this is a super frustrating game. So this is the variance part. We're dead. We dead. That's so frustrating. Super, super frustrating. I think I might go back off the Cling and just go up another Maze Mind's Tome. Our matchup versus Arcanist is okay. Okay, so we have both Immortal Suns in hand, which is a good start. So it's basically a maul. Keep. Put back. This is interesting, because if we don't draw a land, then I feel bad. I think we take a chance. We have a few draws here. Punished if they're not on a creature deck. They're on rogues. They're rogues or Sultai. Sultai. Okay, so now we need some action. Against Sultai, I'm probably going to take the draws. Cool. Have it. Okay. So now I could just make tokens each turn, kind of force their hand that way. We do need to find... I'm going to probably set an upkeep scry here. I do want like Vraska's Contempt or an Acquisition. See if we can get like Baffling End even. Cool. So our options are Rest in Peace or Thought Distortion. They might have a Thoughtseize, which is pretty bad. Rest in Peace shuts off Uro. I think we want Thought Distortion. But we are short a land. So I need to both draw land and keep this up. I can Rest in Peace, guarantee it next turn. I think Thought Distortion, though, is the line. Set an upkeep stop. Try to find the land. I usually like trying to do this for when we have a chance. Okay, so they have Nisa. Was hoping to dodge it for a turn. Okay, give me a land one time. We're just not going to draw the land, are we? Just not going to draw the land, are we? Problem here. So I have to Wrath and Spyglass. I actually don't mind that if they tap out. They can generate a lot of mana. Alright. Don't fail me, Maze Mine. Because worst case, like, I Wrath. Oh, we have to Wrath anyways. We're dead on board. Still want the 18... Jeez. We have just not drawn well. Oh my god! It's 2 games in a row where we've just not been able to, like... It's 2 cards that we scried away. We just needed 1 land. I am probably going to have to Spyglass this turn. Alright, what card you taking? That's a bit annoying. Because here now they can have Pulse. Man, we are just not drawing a single thing. Okay, well, at the very least, we got some time. Opponent's hand is not doing much. I can settle the wreckage this. If we ever... Even I could just start making 1/1s to block. They draw Crisis? Or Casualties? Tell me they top deck Casualties. Jesus. Alright. Positive thinking. 2 games in a row where we literally did not draw. So we had nothing but lands, everything but lands. Or the variance of best of one gets to you sometimes. I may switch up to Gruul. You don't see much Sultai in best of one. Sounds like a keep if I ever saw one. Don't Thoughtseize me. Don't Thoughtseize me. So against the Thoughtseize decks, always play out your spell lines first. So notably, they do have Thoughtseize in there. Okay, that's fine. Play out your 1-drops. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, take that Mind Stone. Was hoping on that event. Peasy. So Peasy out. So I could Contempt it. So I'm taking 2 to save 2. I can just do this, try to get the Immortal Sun out earlier. I think we're probably just Contempting this. Might have been wrong. Luris to hand. So if they don't Thoughtseize us this turn, I get to play Immortal Sun and Baffling End. They don't have anything to really get back here, so it's still a pretty decent line on our part. No Thoughtseize. Peasy. Then I think we're getting rid of Pyromancer here. We need to try to draw. It goes wide, plus it lets us play around our extinction events get better that way. See if he has Kroxa here. Also targeting this doesn't, like, if they village rights, then if they village rights this, it's worse. Okay, you got Laris. Can I have a board wipe or a removal spell? Board wipe or removal. Board wipe or removal. Okay, so something cool is that triggers Revolt for you. That's fine. They do have enough to escape it next turn, so you do need to find an answer. See if they do this. Just pump through some extra damage. Okay, so we draw another push. Oh, that's good. Okay, so... Can do this. I can get Cryocarnarium. Can get Rest in Peace, and then hope they just don't have a way to deal more damage this turn. Because if they have the Haster... That works. So I think we're getting Rest in Peace. And then we can play out our hand. And then just hope they don't have any burn damage. Kroxa deals 3, but we gain 2. So I'm setting up 2 scries here just to find something. We're flirting with death. Okay, let's take our draws first. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. So they might have village rights. At the very least, this forces them. They just have double village rights. Okay, so the question here, do I draw? What do we have at 2 mana? Nothing really useful. Actually, 3 mana. We can get Maze Mines. They could have Kroxa. I think we just passed the turn. If they have double Kroxa, I think we die. Okay, push is nice. Okay, that should insulate us. Just need our win condition. Bedevils. Still drawing a lot of cards a turn. Every creature that enters the battlefield, we gain 4 life. We've shut off their engine. Just need a win condition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Let me just kill this. Jeez. We've got them locked up. We just need a way to close it out. At this point, because I can't cast Approach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What do you want, opponent? You want to concede? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so if we get Masterminds, I can get Approach. Just win that way. Took the Baffling End. There we go. Draw 2 cards. Masterminds next turn. Get it again. Surprised the opponent's not conceding. We were down to 2. We've gained 15 life. Thank you. That was an opponent who just wouldn't accept defeat. Sometimes your opponent's got it. Like the Blood Sun deck we played early. See how this one goes. Then maybe switch up to some Gruul. So it depends on how many people are above you right now in the rankings. This hand's a bit of a trap. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, it sounds better. I think we are putting back a Swamp here. So like here we won, but we're still... Okay, so this is Neostorm most likely. So Authority is very good because it buys us a turn. We can also go get Cage. So if they Storm next turn, So we're going to do this because I can't afford them to storm next turn. Because I want to have my board wipe up. I think we're fine with a line there. So I think we're going to get Cage here. We're good on black sources. Let's just do this. All right, Neo Storm player. We got all the protection in the world. We'll draw a card here. Also have the Contempt, which is nice. Just in case, I want to be able to take out their Haster. So they'll either be on Brazen Borer or the 2-mana enchantment that it's 2-mana instant that you bounce a permanent, scry 2. So probably just a Myriaz next turn. I think we're safe. Like if they have triple bounce, then they're gonna beat us anyways, probably. Or did I just keep waiting? I think we try to close this out. Got him. J-Dog! Okay, back into the numbers. 1476. See if we can chain together a couple more. See what our record is. Yeah, especially Neostorm, because it's just like, oh, I could kill you turn 3. Just want to take a look. We are currently 53-34. So I've been keeping at 61%, which isn't too bad. How's it going, Paragon? Has your Nihilist gotten any... Have you made any changes to it? I'll probably poke you in like a day or two. We go first. I think I'm going to mulligan this hand. Okay, this hand's better. Put back. Put back a push. Yeah, I'm probably not going to play for a couple days, so I'll just poke you after. Once the season resets, especially because I'll need to find a best of 3 list, I'll bug you for that. Okay, so life gain, extinction event's nice, settle is also very nice. Daxos. So this is probably the Coco. Do I care about this? Let's get him to commit more to the board. Or let's... Spica. That was a great draw. So this has to get them to force more on the board. Oh, that's an interesting line. Okay, I think this is probably worth us extinction eventing. The extra pump. I was doing the Rada Fling during early streamer event. That one was fun. With like Nahiro's Lithomancy. Cool. You got me, opponent. We're good, just chilling here. Yeah, the one I went with was like real heavy lines. Okay, so they might actually mess up and cast Heliod or animate Heliod. Let me see if I hit a land here. Another end. I think we're just getting Immortal Sun. Just get the card draw going. I'm gonna put a stop here because if they animate this, okay, that's their whole turn. Cool. I think I still want to hit a land here. I think, again, I want to entice them here to commit more to the board. Make it seem like, oh, we don't have anything for this Heliod. Alzied. Okay, cool. With Daxos, they have enough mana. You can't pump it. And we have Contempt. Probably just passing the turn. Don't respect the settle. So here probably just do this. Oh, shit. My bad. Keep forgetting. Derp. I'm gonna remember that is out there. That's twice I've done this. Okay, so I was hoping for Wrath of God. So what we can do here, Baffling End, this gives a protection. They sack that, they put it on something else. I'll like fake the block. I just want to catch them with the settle. We're in a good spot. Take the pump here. They're properly playing around settles, so kudos to our opponent. Okay, we got Authority and Extinction Event. So here, I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can do both. Because at this point, if they just cast 1, like they're not beating me. Okay. Seems weird to do that now. Okay, so with push now we can just clean the board. Do I have enough to push it as well? I want to have the option in case I need to kill something else. Sorry, Paragon. I was just focusing on the match. Missed what you said there. Give me a sec. It's card 11 of Angel of Sanctions. The like exile one. Kill this. Cool. I'll gain life. Anything you can do, opponent, I can do bigger. Okay. This game is over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think I have a Linvala. Have you found it like effective enough in the format? Because it's 4 mana 4/4, so it gets around most common removal. Gets around eliminate, which you're seeing as like the Sultai. All right, what did we finish there at? 1359. See if we get a little bit higher here. I should have gone to the bathroom. That sounds good. Opponent's on Luris, so we have a Baffling End and Settle. So depending on what they do here, I can, if I draw another white source, I can set up for a Settle turn. If not, I'm just going to Baffling End. Yeah. Probably, if they're doing this, then they're probably without another creature. Luris to hand. Oh, you got the Shram. And the Savior. White source. White source. White source. Cool, cool. Opponent is gonna get wreckaged. The unfortunate thing is they get to draw some cards off this. Do want to insulate my life total a bit. So let's make it seem like we have that as an option. Do it, opponent. Do it. 98%er. Opponent. Get wrecked. One, two, three, four, five, six. Probably getting Extinction Event. This might be Luris to hand. Siren Storm Tamer. I will keep that. So they just have auras. I don't have black mana otherwise, which is a little awkward because it gives them an opening here. Yeah. This is weird timing on their part. It's an interesting line. I could get Baffling End. I can get Extinction Event. Okay, so let's do this. I think we're okay like this. I want to see what we drew there. You don't see Storm Tamer that often. Their list was pretty stock otherwise. So this is where you got punished. Cartouche. Play the Luris out. Be greedy. It's an interesting line in terms of what we do here. Like, I have the push. I can get rid of Shram. I think we start our turn. Let's draw a card. Should have just gone and got Ugin. Because I can set up the loop there. Don't have an answer to Ugin then. Or to Luris. So I think we pass the turn here. We're just going to Fatal Push this. They'll sack something. It gets them some card draw out of it. Perfect. So they cast the dog. We are going to take some damage this turn. Wrath of God would be really good. Shit. Oh, sweet. Okay, we can, between you and me deck, we can stop drawing lands. That'd be pretty cool of you. And the push. So question here. I think we do this here. Okay. Stabilized. We just need a card advantage source now. They had quite a few creatures. We didn't see a core. That's great. Deck. Again, don't make this a game where all we do is draw lines. Thank you. I can go get Approach, I can get Ugin, I can get Ulamog. I can just go Torment of Hellfire win. Sick. Style on him. that's 9. So at the very least, we're getting rid of their hand. So even if they draw a creature, they're not really going to have auras for it. Got him! Got him good. 12:51. I will be back in 1 moment. Need to run to the washroom. Here is the deck. I'll be back in 1 sec. Alrighty, let's get back in there. We are 12:52. Nice, almost top 1200. Let me just reset the client, and then we'll give it another fire up. How's everyone doing today? So for those swinging by for the first time, I'm MTG Joe. Stream a few times a week, Eastern time zone, usually in the evenings and on weekends. We generally will play a mix on the channel, historic and standard. Mostly best of 3, best of 1 towards the end of the month. I've made Mythic and top 1200 the last few months with kind of brews. In the past, I've made it with Phyrexian Obliterator decks. I've made it with, last month was 9 Lives combo. Sounds good. Played Ostmat yesterday. I can't recall what they were on. It's funny, once you get to like a certain level, like rank here in Mythic, you run into the same names. Which when you think about it is kind of wild. Like in the entirety of the world, you sequence the same person. Similarly, like when you play someone you know. I've played like Ash Lizzle 3 or 4 times. Like a couple other bigger names. Okay, so they are Neoform perhaps. We need a land, is what we need. Yeah, Neostorm. Perfect. So Authority they can still combo out, which we usually let them. We just followed up with Wrath of God. Okay, well. See if they go for the combo here. So the combo, you can't kill the creature that enters the battlefield because it triggers the ability. Actually, I wonder. I wonder if I did this. So what we're trying to hope here is they only get one of the haste creatures. And then we kill the haste creature. They get 2 of the haste creatures. I can kill one of the dual caster mages. Maybe live. So right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they got 2 tuk-tuks. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Might survive at 1. No, they have 7, so we die by 1. Yeah. They smartly got the 2 tuk-tuks. We have to wait for them to see if they messed up the tuk-tuk. So if we didn't shock ourselves on the first turn, we would have been fine. I should have seen, though, if putting another trigger on the stack let us interact with the Stormcaller. I think it would, because your trigger goes on the stack, hold priority, it interrupts theirs, and then we could attack, or kill it. Authority on 1's good. They did have exactly the bounce spell plus Neoform on turn 4 without using any tutoring, which is kind of the nut draw. Serrated Scorpion. Oh no! No! Damn it! Well, that was a punt. Punt. It's not what I was intending on doing. So the tower does prevent us from gaining the life. So I'm actually going to do this before they can sack. Next turn I can Immortal Sun. Follow it up with Settle the following turn. So we've played 5 turns now, and we're still at 20 life. Il Gatto. Let the opponent play this. I think we draw first, see what we get. Probably okay with the settle here. They played around it smartly. I should have cracked the Mind Stone first, though. Doing this in combat so they don't get to spend the mana this turn. Doesn't even want to leave me a stop. Okay. Could potentially get a fatal push. Guess I should have done that in case we drew Baffling End, which probably going to draw now. Okay, Emiria is good. You do have to worry about Claim here. Let's draw first. Is this another game where we're just going to draw lines? Okay, push is decent. Let's draw a card here. Need to, like, finish this turn. So they can get the sack here. Because I gain the life here. That'll buy me another turn. Perfect. And we get out from that. So I'm actually going to hold this because I can get rid of that at instant speed. And then Fatal Push. Against this deck, I'm a little weary to go with Emiria's Call. Just because they probably have claimed the Firstborn. And we're at 4 life. Let's get him to play a creature here. Sure. Yeah, played around claim. I don't want to take the damage plus the death damage. They can sack it, but they lose the mana anyways. Hang on to that. Jeez. We are like very good at drawing nothing but lines. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for playing, opponent. Alright, we've been on this cusp. Let's see if we could jump into it. Just want to see if we sneak into it. Probably looking... We can get like to 800-ish. Chico Martini. Chico, what are you on? And is a keep from Spain. Give me a Goblins player. Perfect. Okay, give me some lions. Like lions, please. Lands, please. I think we just do this now. Yeah. The reason we did that was in like for this situation, if we drew for the love of God, give me a land. It's gonna be one of those games. 1, 2, 3 devotion, double devotion gets him up. This is frustrating because we have every answer we can need. Coco. Skyclave targeting that sucks. We are one lined off. Might be dead here. It's a lot of damage. Super, super frustrating. Literally every answer in hand. If they didn't have Skyclave, we would have been fine, but keep getting close, but can't break that hurdle. That's a really good matchup for us as well. Geckos of War I played last night as well. His hand doesn't do enough. I'm gonna try this, and I think we're doing that. They are on sack. Thing is, we're 2 turns off with this priest. Because they can Woe Strider next turn, and the priest can... El Gato. El Gato. Kind of just want lions here. It's probably going to be Coco. Probably a Coco. Okay, so... I can go get Rest in Peace. I don't think we do it. Nice. Authority of the consuls, no. Are they just green-black company? With like Citadel? No, they wouldn't be on Citadel. That's annoying. Okay, so they're opting to not go for lands here. Which, like, probably is best case. Need to make a decision here. We're probably going to go Masterminds this turn. Get the rest in peace. It makes the wipe better. So 3 whites, we can do another black here. They've already used the Rex Sage, so I'm not sure how many more they'll have. I just need to survive this turn. So we're taking 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if they sack. Closing in on death. So we're going to be all things done at 2 life. Need to try to find these lines. Draw a card this turn, and then try to approach the second sun. I guess at this point, yeah, I think we still need to just scry for a land, because it can't even be a shock land. There's too many dead cards. Oh, they just had Bone Crusher Giant. So they weren't just black. This is frustrating. We come a couple games of just cracking top 1200 and then lose a couple close ones. I still think the line was right there to get the rest in peace. We go first, double tome. This hand's iffy. No board wipe's a little scary. And of course, mono red. So we're gonna look for a land drop here. So they're the burn heavy version. 7 drop is not where we want to be. Cool. So a baffling end here. To be honest, I might authority of the consoles. The following turn if needed. G2. Now we're gonna settle here. Don't think we want that lined. I don't like ramping mono red. It also thins out their deck, but desperate times. We're gonna gain 4 next turn. That also shuts them off stuff like light up the stage. Don't think we want that. Okay, Wrath of God. Since we got Wrath of God, I think we are going Authority of the Consoles. And the reason being here, it slows down any haste threats. And then we have Wrath of God to clean up stuff. Like I said, they are a heavier burn. We can start... Jeez. They, had a pretty solid hand, all things considering. Land would be decent here. Okay, cool. Q. I am probably going to just have to Wrath of God. I think trading 1 for 1 is reasonable. I think we wait to see what we need here. They have top deck God. So we're going to push lands away. I think we do keep the Immortal Sun. Draws us a bunch of cards. Probably going to crack these. Which is fine. They might be sandbagging creatures. We are in like double burn range. Nope. So that nullifies that. I always find with the Mind Stones, they always come in like twos. Okay, that is certainly a card. Gives us a nice buffer. Tome draws us another 4. Life. Unless it's removal, I'm going to bin it. So this is the kind of like the combo to help you draw deeper into these approaches. Okay, that's fine. It is a removal spell. Keeps us alive. Probably just hold this line at this point, make it seem like we have something. Two turns need to survive. One card off. It's actually not a bad last card. Gives us a blocker. So we're dead to exactly Embercleave. Got there. Got there. $13.80. We'll do one more. And then we'll switch it up to a meme deck. Let me just check with my wife how things are going with dinner. Go first, but doesn't really have anything too explosive. Need to draw lines. So I'm actually going to do this turn. So our first hand might have still been too slow because they had the Burning Tree drop. Okay, it's just Robber. We can exile the Robber. Like, we're in an odd spot where we're drawing lands, but we need both lands and action. Probably gonna lose this one. Okay. They're just gonna Zerta. So at least that buys us a turn. Their hand's pretty much gas, I'm guessing. Here, I think we just make a token, block, take 2 damage. I want to get them to commit more to the board. They could have Stomp, which looks like it's Stomp. It's a bit awkward. I need to do this and then hope for a land. Land of Wrath. Well, don't have a choice. We're dead to Cleave if they've aligned. I'm dead like a few ways over. Give me another board wipe. Come on. Be nice to me, deck. Board wipe. Where were you? Ah! That matchup should be fine, too. I don't think that first hand would have been much better. Might have been a mull, too. We effectively had 2 dead cards. This hand's a keep. Mono ready. Being on the play kind of sucks for us. For them. Them being on the play. We need a board wipe. Very much so. We need a board wipe. Fatal push ain't bad. I guess I should have done this and then just pushed. Because then this deals with a 3-drop. I don't have a way to deal with a 3-drop right now. This is probably Stomp. No, just nothing. Will be nice if we can draw something other than lines this game. ETE. It's probably their draw for the turn. Okay, they just stomped my face. Okay, that's not bad. Gives me something to do and gains me some life. Perfect. So, I think we scry here. So, they've kind of stumbled, so I want to punish them. This buys us a couple turns at least. And then we'll just gain some life. They've seen enough. Numbers. Try to go a bit more. How are we doing? What's our record? $58, $38. I'm gonna try this hand. I mean, if you see a mountain, you're probably happy. Especially if this is goblins. One more land. Give me one more land. Perfect. So we can go Muxus here. Skirk. Trash Man. If you want to throw power away, probably fine with you doing that. Cool. Let's go get Wrath of God. Matron. So I think we Vraska's Contempt on their upkeep on the Trash Master, and then Wrath of God. Oh, if they're just gonna play that out. Go get another Matron. Okay, so now we Vraska's Contempt. I wanted to make it seem like we don't have. Plus, this is a Lord. What are you waiting for, opponent? What happened? Did we freeze? Did they freeze? I think we might have frozen, chat. Nope. They're timing out. So they can sack this to stop the life gain, but then they lose a mana. So notably, they can't cast anything else this turn. Hopefully they hit pretty well. They hit 3 of like their lords here. Odd, 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 odd. I kind of want to do this. They could hit me with Muxus for a turn, but if they cast another... Because here they could hit me for whatever. It makes them have to commit more goblins to the board as well. And if they do another Muxus, they lose this first Muxus. Which is kind of what we want. Hits for 6 here. With a approach in hand. I think we take one more attack. Kind of want to find a land here. Again, they're enticed. Oh, that's so good for us. Because for every one of these, we gain a bunch. Authority is a busted card against goblins. Oh no, they got us down to 40. Anyways. Make it seem like we top deck it. Oh, I guess they can blow this up. That's fine. Any land gets us going again. We could even draw cards off castle. Go get Cage. Make this Snoop useless. Alright, opponent got us. They're hitting us for 3 a turn. Should have just got a land. Close this out quick. Just save the time. We know they're on land. Cool. You want to concede? Opponent's a trooper. Cool. So anyways.